Hello world, this is JWP, J-Board Primo Beats, coming to you live from my bedroom. Check out my website, jwpsite.com, for my social links, latest news and updates, and public offerings. If you'd like to help to support what I do, check out my Patreon, JWP Patreon. That's with 2 P's. There's exclusive content there for making your own audio plugins and synth edit. Or my GoFundMe, JWP Fund. If you're watching this on YouTube, just didn't happen. Okay, so this is going to take a moment to open. I need the FL10 version. It's going to say okay a million times. I require the MIDI from that. However, with the bass drum, I could just do that manually. I'll start with, I don't touch the snare. I'll start with the baritone. And this is generally after. Maybe it should be before Neutron, because Neutron's kind of the final volume control. I almost want to put a relay in there, just because I've brought in tonal balance control. Someone else had brought to my attention that there's something called pressure, sound pressure. Anyway, it translates to something called crest factor, and crest factor is how much something is being compressed, and it's important to keep a certain level. But yeah, so along with tonal balance control, we can see a certain amount of control here. Of course, everything's dying now, but we can see where I am as far as that. I guess I could classify this as hip-hop, but these are just general guidelines. Like, I'm not aiming exactly for these things. I would prefer to just do what I want, because if I was aiming for these sort of things, it would just be kind of... But anyway, crest factor is probably the more important thing to look at there. And I do feel like I'm doing great. This track is turning out great, in my opinion. And of course, I got to push OK a million times here. Let's switch over to FL10. And this must be a stream about pushing OK. Video about pushing OK. Push OK to load FL10. All I want is the MIDI. I might have even just gone back to something else. Okay, so to get this MIDI out of here, I can replace my baritone, because I'm not going to save. I can just straight up replace it, and we'll MIDI out. And then we'll go File, Export, MIDI file, and triplet MIDI, yes, triplet. Let's go into triplet. I don't really need like MIDI data. Let's just drop it, and then this is song mode. Cut remainder, none of that really matters. Look at how small it is. Okay, so none of this stuff really matters because it's MIDI, right? Then while that's rendering, I'd say I was going to start with this, but I can't decide where I want to put the EQ. Well, it won't really matter. So we'll put it after, because it won't matter, because the crest or the measurement tools will be post. Everything's post, right? So, and this is just sort of a one sort of spot tool. That's my numbers doing here. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I got to turn on smart disable for all plugs here. It looks like there's still some stuff running. Then we'll go bass drum 1, and we'll look at where it's at. So did I say D? E? D sharp? I'm pretty sure it's D sharp 2, right? Is it in my notes? Yeah, D sharp 2. Root D sharp 2. But it's actually C sharp major. So root D sharp 2, actually I could just use the tool here to get that there. So we'll go key, D sharp, and 2 is probably, yeah, right there. 77, is that right? 77-ish. Yeah, about there. 78. Yeah. Wow, look at it just exploded. Eh? Okay, so for that, this is a notch. And do I really want a global width control? Yeah, I guess so. I'll put it on the current channel because it doesn't actually do anything. Let's go controller, control surface. Did I do this for my last one? I'm not sure. I'm gonna call this BD1 width control. Should I just do it for all the bass drums? Give it a little control. Maybe do that later when I find more time. But for now, let's just go BD width. Rename BD width. Then I can lock it. How do I lock it? Just snap the grid, right? Grid 20, I guess. And turn that off. And we got it like that. Okay. Then let's get in here. Rather here. And we'll grab this width. And with link a controller, and this is surface BD width. And maybe we'll do another one for slope, BD slope. Knob default. Put here, we'll rename it BD slope. And just because they're arranged here top to bottom, I'll move them around and kind of mirror that. Okay, and then we'll lock that. I'm not sure if I can even link this. What is it called? Band 1 order. This is BD slope, accept. Okay, and then if we grab this, we can now globally change these things. Get looser or tighter. If we actually loose, we'll turn this down a bit, something like, it just looks the same. Doesn't matter if you go, steep slope or a loose slope, they pretty much look the same. Okay, so that's in. Now that that's in, I can start copying that over to the other instruments here. Of course, this is only bass drum one. Maybe I'll go ahead, oops. Did I just copy it onto itself? Which doesn't really make any sense. Okay, let's look at this. This is done. I want to leave that open in case it didn't work out. Meow. Yeah, I just copied it onto itself. Okay, then let's look at BD2 here, and we'll see where that's sitting. Looks like E. Of course, we could always look at sweet spots because sweet spots has the fundamental D sharp 2 for BD2. What? Yeah, I guess it is D sharp 2. So they're in the same spot. They just have sort of a different kind of flair. Can I turn them both on? No. Of course not. Yeah, so they're both in the same spot. Not sure how well that's gonna work out. I guess maybe I could just copy two of them. Actually, they do have to all be separate, right? There's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't need that. You don't need this either. Okay, so yeah, they all need different positions because of their mix amount. Oh, okay, anyway, buffer's falling apart. So I'm just gonna copy this one over. This. Of course, it saves every time. I'm gonna turn that off. At least like down. I'm not sure if I can turn it down. Let's go. File every 5 minutes or before risk use. Okay, wait. Every 5 minutes is fine. It doesn't need to do it every time I bring in our plugin. Okay, now let's look at BD2. Actually, first I gotta link this up, right? So right click, link controller. This is width. is the slope. All right, so that's linked in. It'll now control both of them. I don't know if I can ever find it. Of course, it's on this. Just want to double check that it is. Of course, this isn't doing anything. It's just taking up CPU. Yeah, okay. Thanks. My phone is almost toast. Oh, it died so fast. Okay. Hopefully it lasts the day. Maybe I should just turn it off. Make sure my stream is fine. Okay, so B3 now. Let's see where that is at. Actually, it's more into the track, right? Okay, so that's like a G sharp too. But 107. What does sweet spot say? No. F sharp 3, which is what? 185? It appeared. I just lost it. The mix isn't even on. Okay, F sharp 2, yeah. 92, F sharp 2. I said like 120 though. So it's boosting. But it's like way up there. What's going on here? Is it neutral? I don't think it is. It's like an A. Frequency shifter breakdown? Yeah, it did. That's not good. What's going on? Things are falling apart in the background. First I lose, what you call it? A sweet spot, and now the frequency shifter forgot. Okay, so let's look at, good thing this is still open. Let's look at how it's stood up here. Oh, not sweet spots, frequency shifter. Okay, so it's E2, shifted down 1 to D sharp 2. E2 somewhere, shift down 1 to D sharp 2. Then it's about fine hertz plus 3, looks like. Okay, so now where is it sitting? G sharp 2. Supposed to be D sharp. Is it not responding? Is it crashed? It is, no? Okay, I'm gonna loop this section here. Seems like it's starting over. Right, it's running waveforms too. But when I put out the waveforms, they should be fine. Does sound really high pitched though. Apparently it's supposed to be D sharp too. Let's just totally crank it and see if it's even responding. Yeah, it's responding. There's something wrong with the channel? Has it been pitched? That's fine. Audio 82. Pitch is fine. No time stretching. Okay, so let's bring in the actual channel and see what's going on here. I'm going to turn on my headphones. So I want to see what's going on here. 3. Sounds the same. Okay, so what about in here? Something shift? Match this pattern, I guess. It did shift, eh? It's quiet. Let's turn everything off. It is off like this. LED is off. Okay. And that's the same. Actually, it does sound lower. Let's look at the tools here. What's going on? Why is this one specifically out of tune all of a sudden? G. Okay, let's bring it. It's pretty much the same. 3-ish. So then what's happening here? Start with that. G-sharp 2, yeah. Shift down. What are we getting from the shifter then? Okay, so it looks like it's supposed to be G-sharp 2. F-sharp 2. F-sharp 2. F-sharp. Why did I set it to F-sharp then? Is this the what is this? Oh. Okay, so that's A sharp. Sharp 1, yeah, because it's super low. So I shifted it down. I can't have E. I'll put D sharp 2. So what was it originally then? Am I looking at the right stuff? Or did tune it? Okay, so where do I want to tune it? F sharp. Okay, so if it's, let's reset this. Turn it off and look at where it's at. Looking at about G sharp 2. Super high G. So G sharp. What are these again? No, they are also G sharp. Maybe we want to go to D. So it makes sense that it just drops 1. That's actually lower than the fundamental, like by 1. It's a like a third or second. It's dissonant. Let's see what it sounds like at G sharp. It already is G sharp. Okay, so what does the original groove sound like? And then I gotta quit. So I think it's way up here, right? Because that's really what it feels like it is. It's at a G, like a super high G. Okay, so we're gonna call it G3. And we're gonna jump it down to G sharp 3. Look at that. There's like this huge fundamental. Which is what, but we're really hearing or feeling this. Sharp 3. This is like A. A2, which is G. We're looking at, what is C sharp? C sharp root and C sharp major. Let's go view, scale highlighting, default, no, major. So that's Ionian. C sharp major. Now we want, if we're in G, root of G here. Let's go up, right? So we want to go up to, this is the first, second, third. We're going to go third, fourth, fifth. Let's go fifth at a D sharp. Is that what this is set to? D sharp? Is that, am I running over? No, it's not. Or our root is D sharp. Okay. Looking at it again, we're at D sharp, which isn't in the key. No, it is the key, okay, but it's the root, the tonic. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is C. Okay. So we want to go up. We're sitting at A2, it looks like. A2. We want to go up to C. So like that. See how we're looking now. Why are we still at A? Oh, because it's not active. C. Okay, it's pretty much there. Now let's get the tuning happening. What is that? C3-ish? I don't even know if that's within the range. Why did it change? Oh, because of the tuning. Okay. 250. It's just to plug it in because I gotta quit. And as well, this C3 or whatever that. C lower. Nope. Higher. C8. I like that. Okay, and what is this? That isn't doing anything. This isn't doing anything, so just not really off. They're not doing anything. There it is. Fortunately, I can't really do anything with it now. What does it sound like now? It's pretty raunchy. Anyway, let's go like this. We'll kill this again, and then we'll use the waveforms. It's a good thing I split them. I guess I might have had to, right? Oh, crunchy. Extra crunchy. So much for dynamic EQs. I have to retune bass drum 3. And that's all I got going on today. I'm going to kill the maximizer and this. And just kill everything. Not kill it. Close it all and just... left. Meh. Have to look at dynamic EQs next time. Check out my website, jwpsite.com, for my social links, latest news and updates, and public offerings. If you'd like to help support what I do, check out my Patreon, JWP Patreon. That's with 2 P's. There's exclusive content there for making your own audio plugins and synth edits, or my GoFundMe, JWP Fund. If you're watching this on YouTube, a like, comment, and/or subscribe are appreciated. Thanks for watching. Until next time.